Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming. It has been a day. I don't know, today has just seemed very long. I guess it's probably because it's the day after a time change. That's always, rough when you go back to work and time doesn't feel right. But also, then there was the whole friggin' Nvidia thing. It was alright. It was long. Just very busy day. But yeah, then there was the whole thing with the Nvidia needing to update or whatever, so I did that, but for whatever reason, my GeForce was not connecting to the Nvidia server, so I had to do a whole reinstall of the GeForce software thing and driver, so at least I updated that, but that's why I am a few minutes late, because it was taking a while to get all the updates and things done. But we are all good to go, and hopefully shouldn't have any problems with that. So yeah, it's time to jump back into Shadowrun for the first of 3 streams this week, since next week is going to be Desert Bus. I'm very excited. It's always the best time of the year. But with all that said, since we are running behind, let's just jump right in. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, right, yes. So when you return to the Seamstresses Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems a completely different place. Oh, okay, I didn't get enough time to actually read that. Alright, fine. Fine. If you want to see it, you can just go back to the VOD from the end of last time, because we did read it last time and it didn't automatically shift us to the map. Okay, so... Alright, the janitor guy. So I guess people aren't super happy right now. I guess the Ripper has people in a bit of a tizzy. Gathered around the intimate back bar, Mrs. Kubota and her coterie gather for breakfast, with the lady herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausages fills the room. Alright, what's up, Clue? Evening, ma'am. What's the word around town, Mr. Clue? There's been more talk of the Ripper killings. Some people are saying they're hate crimes on account of the victims all being human. I'm sad you're still hyped about Desert Bus, but you are no longer hyped about Evo and the International. Oh, that's a shame. It's always unfortunate when something you've been looking forward to doesn't live up to expectations, I suppose. Unless I'm completely wrong as to why you're not hyped about it, but I guess that would be up to you. Let's see. No, it's not a hate crime on account of them being humans, it's a hate crime on account of them all having replacement organs. Let's see, there's more to it than just that. Most people are ignorant bastards. What if I told you the prime suspects were an elf and a troll? Let's not go with that one, there's more to it. My thoughts exactly. People are just too quick to label something a hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock, you're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime, though, and that should be enough. Must confess, I'm not familiar with all 3. I've heard the names before. Well, Desert Bus is an annual charity event run by the Loading Ready Run comedy group over in Victoria, BC. Basically, every year, they run this event to raise money for Child's Play, which is a charity that raises money for basically buying like games and adaptive technologies for kids in hospitals, so that their time there is a little less unpleasant, and also just to help with like rehabilitation and stuff like that. So they do a lot of really cool work like that. Yeah, every year they play 24 hours a day for as long as the money keeps coming in. It's generally about 7 days. Since the amount required for each following hour increases as more donations come in. Yeah, they play Desert Bus 24/7 for the duration, which is the deliberately most dull game in existence, where you drive in a straight line through the desert, and the bus drifts to the left. So you have to be careful not to go off the road, or the bus will overheat, and you have to get towed back in real time. So it's 8 hours, and you get 1 point, and then you turn around and do it again. But that would be very boring to just watch. So they have all sorts of giveaways and auctions, and all sorts of shenaniganery over the course of the week as well. That makes it a lot of fun. Yeah, it's always a lot of fun, and I do enjoy watching it. It's just nice to be an event where everyone has gotten together to do something good, and there's none of the toxicity and vitriol that you find everywhere else online. So it's just nice. But yeah, that's going to be starting on Friday afternoon, and I think it starts like 6 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, check it out if that is something that you think would be fun to watch a group of comedians be silly for a week. It's the website is just desertbus.org. So yeah, check that out. But yeah, we should get back to the game. Okay, yeah, so Mr. Clue is upset about the crime. This is the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Clue, but he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and a smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry, not gonna start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. I'll leave you to your business, ma'am. Alright, take care of yourself, Clue. Ohio, would you like some... She stops. Forgive me, oh my, but you look like hell. Long night. She looks you over, noting the signs of your nocturnal activities. She nods. Any run you can walk away from is a good run. So I'm told, helps when the other team doesn't walk away, no one to follow you. I agree, good to be back in one piece. Let's go with that one. It's good to have you back. I can tell you've been busy, and I can see by the look on your face that there's something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Let's see. Could be, won't know until I get something analyzed. There we go. I understand. I will unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. Someone down there should be able to help you if they are awake. It's likely that you'll visit the Matrix before the day is done. May I take a sausage? Yes! Take the whole plate. Alright, we got sausages, guys. We have one Shadowrun. Alright, you've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper. The Matrix, the cybernetic analog of Inside the Grid, the worldwide computer network. A digital world, information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work while your meat body's left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes filled with data, IC, counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has as many dangers as the meat world and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and black IC that can fry a Decker's brain. Every movement you make in the Matrix can be tracked if you aren't careful. Get dump-shocked out and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy Decker and you can die. Well, let's try to avoid that. There's a reason we're a punch person and not a brain-zappy person. Alright. Let's see, was there anything that we needed from our stash? I think we're pretty solid. Ah. How much money do we even have? $3,300. Okay, we're not doing too bad, actually. Oh, and we got a fuck ton of karma points to spend. Okay, okay. Let's see. AKA, we found out that wiring your brain into a computer lets you do computing faster, and now we can melt your neurons. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. I'm tempted to put more into quickness and dodge. Let's put that into dodge there. You know what? Yeah, we'll put more into quickness there. We could put more into dodge there, but while I have so many points, I am tempted to put it elsewhere. was it that I wanted? Oh, right, spellcasting. What's this one? Oh, that's just an extra spellbook slot. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Because, yeah, I'm not super big on stride. Oh, this like, also increases my spellbook slots? Maybe? Though, I'm not sure if... I don't know if I need the spell casting as well as the chi casting option to get the extra slot. Because I would like more slots for abilities. However, I would also like more of being durable and not getting fucked up. Yeah, maybe I should go in for close combat. Yeah, we'll go there. Alright. Now... do I need to talk to David, or... Wow, it's really quiet here today. Hey, let's talk to Greasy. Was hoping to get some peace and quiet tonight. You got something for me? I've got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happen to be an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. I can get rid of it for you for, say, 20%. That leaves $2,000 for you. Yeah, I don't have the corporate etiquette, so I'll take it. Deal. Pleasure doing business. Nice. Always nice to get a bit of extra cash. Alright, Fry, what's up? Morning. You look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action, too. Let's see. Suppose I could use a shower. You here to buy equipment? Negative. Need a DNA analysis. Fry can help you out. Doc Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. He considers for a minute. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. It could decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. He brightens. Shamans are great at yapping in this game. Hey, I like the yapping in a story game. Alright. I just read a journal about it, so the information's still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity. Ah, that's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. But that's where I come in. David, if you can get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track its owner down via a matrix run. Will do. Let me have the DNA you want to test. Give him the blood. Squirrel Queen, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. Alright, thanks guys. If this works, we may find the Emerald City Ripper. No dreck! He turns to Johnny, excited. Wake up, Johnny boy. You've got work to do. And Squirrel Queen, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second wind. Meet you at my rig, Squirrel Queen. Oh, and we got more karma. Okay, is 3 karma going to be enough for us to actually get anything? I don't remember what I still need to invest more in. Oh, I need 5 to get more unarmed. Yeah, there's really nothing else that I want to spend karma on right now. let's see, does he have any gear for me? No, he's just all cyber shit. Which we are not doing this run. Sins have everything, including stuff like that. Having a sin is great if you're upper middle class or higher. Yeah, that seems to generally be the conceit of these dystopian cyberpunk futures. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in his science journal, and he was working from memory on minimal sleep. Sounds fascinating. If there's time later, maybe you can tell me more about it. Yes, maybe we can sit down with David. He can share his research. But let's stay focused. Yeah, decking 0. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has a prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into their private grid easily, but I've got to warn you, once we're in, it could get a little rough. How much decking experience have you had? No experience. What now? I have a TrodeNet here. It's a headband you wear that lets you piggyback me in the Matrix. You'll see and hear everything I do. Johnny Clean. Alright, so we got his craft work, whatever. Then we got... Okay, so that's just a straight-up attack. Healing. Reduces alarm state by 4. I don't actually know what that means, but I have a feeling it'll tell us. Sniffer. Increases your chance to hit versus enemy IC and deckers by 15%. Okay. And then this creates an attacker expert system program. So I guess that works like the shaman spirits. We're in. What's this? Oh, that takes us out. Your synapses light up as you connect your consciousness to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelming and electrifying. You can only imagine the way it feels for him. Like imagine everything in your house is automated, lights turn on and off as you leave rooms, adjusting to your exact comfort level at any time of day. The fridge auto-orders everything, every room checks your vitals to make sure you're in good health, everything. No, that's fine. I'll, figure it out. But yeah, no, I do not want a smart house. I like my house being dumb. Okay, how do I get in? Why can't... Oh, there we go. That arch will take us to the next node. Okay. I guess let's go into the, arch. Okay, so they're individual rooms that, The data store ahead is defended by intrusion countermeasures. Ow. Is that a lot? Okay, that was not insignificant. Okay, so we've got this for 1 AP. Yeah, let's do that. Get cleaned up a little. Then we can... I guess we can use our killer. What is this? Oh, no. I don't want to do that. Oh, that's our program. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so let's, yeah, let's do the thingy here. Okay. Is that... It's not bad. Oof, we take more damage if we if we try and do that. Can we get cover? Yeah, let's get some cover. Ha, they missed. Okay. So let's, zappy this guy. Awesome. I don't like that there's no other weapons that we have. We can only do the one thing per round. I don't know what this means. Reduces alarm state. What does that actually mean? He takes 3 AP, which we don't have right now, but... I assume that has something to do with this bar here. But we don't, yeah, but we don't have the AP for it. Is there anything I can do with this? What is this? Oh, it lets us just make a standard attack, I guess. That's neat. Let's see, White Sentry or White IC. Oh, that's shielded. So let's target this one. Okay, very good. Now, can I just make... Oh, I can just do standard attacks. Okay. Alright, so that guy's toast. Let's killer zap that thing. Good. And now let's try and blast it out of the sky. Good. The IC is down. Let's see if there's a match. Okay, I think all the bad guys are dead. We hacked it. DNA match located. 100% match. Silas Forsberg. Status deceased. Profession, chop shop surgical assistant. Priors, breaking and entering, 2 counts. Public indecency, 1 count, brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. 100% match to a dead man? Let's keep looking. Okay, well, I guess that means there's nothing else to do there. So we've got... Let's go this way. Oh, looks like we've got some, boyos here. Can I get... No, there's no shields there. I could get some partial cover here. There's a lot of baddies here. And I've only got 1 action left, so let's... Can we zap you from here? Yeah, okay. Because they have to use their action on moving. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that was just accuracy, that's fine. Good, that one's toast. Oh, no, I don't want to use that. I want to use this. Big Zappy. And Little Zappy. What are you doing? Oh, whatever it was, they missed. So that's good. Alright. Big Zappy. Good. Little Zappy. Oh, we missed. Another Little Zappy. We also missed. Okay. What are they doing? Whatever it was, it missed. Big Zappy. There we go. Alright. Return on subject, Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body has been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body a mass of puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Yet another sad end to a life, as is far too common here in the Sprawl. I have a feeling that psychiatrist is, to blame here. Now that might be something we can go on. Let's regroup in meat space for a bit. No, I don't want to go to meat space yet. We still got a room to go to. What happens if we go here? Oh, autopsy records. Ow. Pop you. Good, you're popped. And let's pop you too, if we can. Well, they missed, so that's good. Oh, we've got this, I assume this is the alarm thing. Let's do suppression. Ow. That, I don't think did anything. Okay, well, whatever. I'm just gonna keep shooting lasers. Good. Autopsy records. Subject Silas Forsberg. Subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to the disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. Wait, so they went by dental records and his face was mutilated? That sounds like a fake person. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large-bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. This just keeps getting weirder. Alright, so nothing else here. I guess that means it's time to head out. Okay, so here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to his psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse trace to find his doctor. You in? Punch it. Okay. Looks like our alarm is much lower this time, so that's good. White Sparky. Alright, Sparky. What are they doing? Charging. I don't know what charging means, but I don't like it. Good. Let's deal with this one now. Good. And I should have one more shot. Okay, not enough to stop them, though. There we go. That will do. Alright, searching medical records for Silas Forsberg. Medical record files for Silas Forsberg located. 2020-2030. Pediatric record partial. One particular pediatrician's entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from a chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently, with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant physiology we're seeing, there is no telling what sorts of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. Okay. Oh, data missing or corrupted. Contact your administrator. That's weird. 2040. The file is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. The final entry, however, is the most significant. It is written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He is bonded to me in an unhealthy and, frankly, unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimicked speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for the health of the patient, I am assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him at his next session. Got a name now, Dr. Holmes. Let's keep going and find out where he works. Oh, that's a nasty looking thing. Can we shoot from here? Not likely. Well, 70% chance. Let's deal with this one first. Good. 46% chance, might as well spend it. Or actually, we can get some cover. Damn it. How dare they deal us damage? That is unacceptable. I do like that we can just straight up shoot lasers, though. It's pretty neat. Alright, that thing's toast. Employment records located. Henry Hollings Holmes, MD, PhD. Wow. Alliteration much. Check out current status. Current employment status. Dr. Henry Holmes currently holds the position of Chief Psychiatrist and Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCAS. Previous employers. 45 to 54, Psychiatrist in Residence, Mercy Mental Hospital in Snohomish. 2040 to 45, Attending Psychiatrist at Mercy Mental Hospital in Snohomish. 2030 to 2040, Private Practice. Okay. Bingo. Back to meat space again. Okay. Back to the meat. Nasty, really? Like, it hit us once for 10 damage. Reality is, at the end of the day, contextual, and as the meat world comes back into focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one. While the philosophical question lingers, your meat body demands food and drink. You disconnect from your deck to find that the Union safe house has risen. David looks almost as tired as you do. You can tell that this case has gotten under his skin like it has yours. Any luck in there? Well, in lore nasty. Basically, white ice tries to kill your deck to kick you out. Oh, black ice tries to cook your brain. Yeah, that, I imagine that would be not great. Okay, we found an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead Chop Shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now, I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here, Squirrel Queen? Identical twin, Silas faked his death, DNA evidence doesn't belong to the killer. I think faked his death is the most likely case here. That's a distinct possibility. What was it that we saw in the autopsy report? The face was so mangled that they had to use dental records to identify him. Good catch. That matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlub off the street no one will miss, swap the teeth, and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Lucky I've never been that desperate. But why would he need to go to those lengths? Did the police records have something linking him to a different crime? Like, he was released without charge, so his prior doesn't really matter. Well, maybe. Because he was still on the books. So we'll say that. He had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True. Wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental, and the picture on his file matches the person you saw downtown. The same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. Unless... I wonder if Silas killed Dr. Holmes when he heard that he was being shifted to another doctor, disguised Dr. Holmes's body as his, and then took his place. Because he was dressing up as the doctor and, like, basically imitating him. Okay, Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental, and the picture on his file matches the person you saw downtown. Yeah, the same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. I should find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Please pay him my respects. I always find that high-caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends and go loaded for bear. I sideloaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. I'll see you later. Sweet. We get some cash? Yeah, baby! We got 4 grand off of that. And we have 9 points to spend. Let's see. What do we want to do? We could put another point into unarmed. And then have 4 left for something else. If we do that, and then have 4 remaining... Yeah, we could put that in for spellcasting, honestly. Or the chi thingy. Yeah, that might be not a bad idea. Going for the unarmed. Ooh, or I could go for dodge. That's tempting. Yeah, you know, actually I'm gonna put into dodge. I'm cool with that. It's not like we really needed another skill. It would be kind of nice to have another slot for a ranged attack of some kind. But we don't really have much invested in the stats needed to actually make spellcasting worthwhile. And we have a gun. Alright, so does Fry have anything else to say? No, we don't need any of Fry's stuff. How about Gruberman? What do you got? Let's see. Just in time, I got a whole slew of new toys in from supplier back east. Factory fresh and still smelling of their mother's gun oil. Maybe there's something in this batch you'd be interested in. How long you been in the trade, Buster? Well, let's see here. I left Cal Free on July 8th, 2038 at 6:13 in the morning. It was a Thursday. From there, I wandered a bit, applied my skills as a merc in a half-dozen different wars, official or otherwise. Never did take to running the shadows like some of the boys I knew. Too subtle for my tastes, I suppose. Surely there was no shortage of full-scale engagements to be had, so I didn't want for work. Might still be doing it today if I hadn't lost the arm. How'd you lose it? It was all so stupid. Some Azzies were lobbing smokers behind our lines, more to mess with us than anything. I decided to toss one back, and didn't it just figure that the one I grab ain't a smoker? I got it off, but only just barely. Shredded my old arm, but good. Got plenty other scars to remember the moment by as well, but the arm was the big one. So take a word of advice from an old soldier. Make sure you're never holding a grenade in one hand unless you just pulled the pin with the other. Now, if I haven't given you reason to doubt my professional competence, well, how about we talk turkey? What can I get you? Let's see what you got. Let's see. Okay, I don't have the experience to actually use most of these. What's this? Damage 6, range mid. Okay, the one we have currently is basically does the same thing. Ooh, the Street Sweeper seems nice. Damage 14. Interesting. That is tempting. AK-97. Well, that's different. Ooh, a katana. Except the katana does the same thing as the machete. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't really have much of use. I am kind of tempted to pick up the Street Sweeper. Just to give me... Well, its range isn't great, but it'll give me something to do if I can't get as far as a target. Or the AK-97 will give me long range. Whereas the one that I currently have is just medium. Yeah, you know what? Let's pick up the AK-97. For the 750, we can get rid of the stupid baseball bat. For like, bludgeoning damage, we have our fists anyways. So, it's not like we need the baseball bat. Alright. Now... Mersman! What do you got for me? Hey, okay, we got good shit now. Because the one we're currently wearing is this one, which just gives us 3 armor. Let's see, stealth suit. +1 dodge, +1 movement. That's pretty good. That's armor 4. Urban Mystic. Willpower, don't care. Slick Decker, Intelligence and Decking, no. Okay, let's look at the upper ones here. These are all 4. Here we go, let's look at the 6s here. Ooh, strength or quickness, plus HP. I think extra strength would be good with our build. Let's take the, refurb shock gear. Yeah, baby, look at that. Ready to run. Oh, there we go. Oh, I guess I had to reload because we changed appearance. Can we sell him some stuff? I guess not. Oh, here we go. View stash sell items. Okay. Yeah, we'll sell the baseball bat. Sell the ninja clothes and the adept clothes. Let's sell the jazz too. We don't do drugs. Alright, I don't think Algernon has anything of interest for me. What's new in the world of magic, Algernon? Spirits are stirring. Something has upset the natural order. This is something new. Different. Seems there's something new every day. What is it this time? Would that I knew. The spirits speak in riddles. They leave me with more questions than answers. But there is something else out there. Something not born of life, as other spirits are. Shaking his head, Algernon opens his clasped hands to you, as if begging forgiveness. Too often this world leaves us confounded. I pray I have not left you in such a state with my idle musings. Okay, what do you got? Right, spells that I largely don't need. Oh geez, you need Chi Casting 10 to get Magic Resistance 3. Okay. Well, we don't have that. I don't really want Stride. I guess Magic Resistance 2 is probably the next one that I would be interested in, but we would need Chi Casting 6 for that. Okay. So I think I should probably start investing in spell slots, so that I can get some of these more defensive measures. What do you got, Doc? Anything good? The good doctor is exhausted. Okay. Everything alright here, Doc? Here at the Union? Yes, fine. I'm just getting back myself. Days here tend to be slow, so I volunteer at a medical center on the other side of Touristville, and I had a rough shift. I imagine most shifts in the Barrens are rough ones. By any measure, yes, they are, but today was especially difficult. I didn't hear all the details. All I really know is what came in on the lips of the victims healthy enough to still speak. Apparently one of the Baron's gangs incurred the wrath of the local Solpa rings, leading to a rolling shootout throughout the city streets. Several bystanders were injured. But the real mess didn't begin until the party crashed into the yard of an old industrial plant out on Union Hill Road. They woke some kind of toxic spirit, which then began running amok, causing easily as much damage as the initial battle. And we were left to pick up the pieces, of course. But enough about my troubles, let's hear about yours. Tell me what ails you. Let's see your medical supplies. What do you got? Oh, I could buy actually a trauma kit. One of the good ones this time. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna buy a platinum trauma kit. Just in case. Let's see, you know what? I'm never gonna use this goddamn grenade. Let's take the trauma kit. Still sleeping in there? I don't know what this means. Delilah! If you're looking for runners again, I'm your guy. Discreet service only. I need a crew, bro. Can we get the guys that we got last time? Yeah, we got, oh wait, what happened to, what's her... Oh yeah, Shannon. Yeah, we can get her for free. So we're definitely gonna take her. Then we... Do you have, like... I think they got new guys, actually. I think last time, yeah, we hired De Morgana because we wanted a Decker on file. And then the other one was... Was it Chris? Yeah, the Chris was the other one. We're gonna take Chris with us. Sure. That seems good. Oh wait, no, Hidden Fancy was the one that we took. Yeah, that was the one, because we wanted a person with range shit. Yeah. That's the party. Alright, let's go. Mercy Mental Hospital. The blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes, and you've tracked him to Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Snohomish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top a damaged roof, cracked walls, and broken windows. All around the building is a lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up the hospital steps to confront Sam Wyatt's killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. Okay, yeah, that's good loadout for me. Okay. Receptionist. Welcome, ma'am. What business brings you to Mercy Mental Hospital? I'd want to kill myself too if I worked here. Let's see. I'm here to see Holmes, Dr. Holmes. Ah, new customer. Please wait in the common room up ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. Look around before Holmes arrives, alright? Please stay within the cafeteria. What if I was to throw the cafeteria into complete disarray? Can I get in here? No. Okay, we can't jack into the net. Well, I suppose we could jack into the net. Well, I guess we can't because... I guess it doesn't let us jack in with an ally. Lorraine! Hey lady, have you seen Josie? Oh, we got an ad break. Alright, so Josie's gonna wait for 3 minutes while we take a break. See you shortly. Okay, let's continue. Alright. Hey lady, have you seen Josie? I don't think so. I know, right? I haven't seen him in days. Dr. Philippe told me not to worry about it. He says I worry too much. But who am I supposed to play chess with? Donnie over there can't suss more than match 4. Josie sounds like quite a guy. What's he look like? Well, he's big, and he's got a big gold ring. The doctors let him keep it when he got here. Sometimes he lords it over us, but I'm sure if I had a ring like that, I would do the same. He says he won't be playing for the Screamers in the Super Brawl years back. Oh, he says he won it playing for the Screamers in the Super Brawl. Okay. I was a little confused there with the syntax. Let's see. Urban Brawl, huh? That's a rough profession. Not too rough for Josie. He says he went whole seasons without any injuries. He was usually playing Outrider, though. Will you at least help me look for him? I have this key I swiped off of the day guard, but they keep a close eye on us. You could have a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a record or something. He might just be in a cool-off room and they won't tell me. I'll see if I can find something. No promises. Okay, I'll be right here if you do. Cool, we got an infirmary key. Who are you? Donnie. Hello, stranger. You look new here. Are you new here? I'm Squirrel Queen. Who are you? Name's Donnie. That's my name. Donnie. D-O-N-N-Y. I knew I didn't recognize you. I know everybody in this place. Everybody. Well, everybody on the first 2 floors. Anyone I should look out for, Donnie? No, not on this floor. Only us calm ones are allowed up in the cafeteria. If you're violent, you have to eat in your room. Looking for Dr. Holmes. Donnie's face blanches. I don't think you really want that. Not really. What's that supposed to mean? Around here, you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor. If you stay quiet, life is much easier. Much easier. I'm doing a health and safety check for the corporate office. Well, you don't want to talk to me. I don't work here. I'm not crazy enough for that. I should go. What's this? The clock stopped, probably displaying a time from 40 years ago. Okay. It's an automated medication dispensary. It doesn't recognize you, so nothing happens. Okay, where's the infirmary? It's gotta be one of these 2 doors. Okay, it's not that door. Okay. It seems like we... Oh, that's an arm. A severed arm lies next to the zipped body bag. The arm looks human, and apparently neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger. Its owner is probably the occupant of the bag. We're taking that ring. You slip the heavy ring off the cold finger and feel its weight in your hand. Inside it is an engraving. It reads Screamers 2048. The surgical cart strewn with gruesome tools, motorized saws, and metal vices. You find an unlabeled Trivid disc. You have no way of playing back the disc at this time. Cool. The patient information for Josiah C. Dawson is open on the cyber terminal. Let's read it. Josiah Dawson. Occupation retired, allergies none, medications that I can't pronounce. Reason for stay, post-traumatic stress disorder, status deceased. Read the notes. Patient had undocumented cyberware in the left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and can be used to improve other subjects, as well as fulfill some custom requests. Ah, so black market organs. Let's get out of here. So, did you see anything? I'm not sure how to put this. What? Tell me, did he get released? I'm gonna hold on to the ring, because I think she would get in trouble if she had it. Well, it looks like Josie's gonna be playing that Super Brawl in the Sky from now on. What do you mean? Josie's dead? Well, thanks for your help. The noise of a scratchy PA system blasts through the room. Attention, Squirrel Queen. Please report to the North Hall to meet with the administrator. Oh, did I not... maybe I would have gotten more karma if I gave her the ring, I suppose. Can I still talk to her more? No. But maybe we can fence it to, our guy. Oh, yeah, it's definitely the spooky guy that was there. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. Yeah, because he was at the scene of the crime for the woman near the food place. His meticulously clean lab coat, formal jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. As you approach the window, he locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Good day to you. How can I help you? Dr. Holmes, aka Silas Forsberg, how about we chat? I'm afraid you're confused. Silas Forsberg was a patient here who died tragically in a fire. Wow, what a horrible liar. Alright, if that's how you want to play it, Dr. Holmes, I have reason to believe you're involved in Emerald City River killings. Cut the act, Doc. I know you killed the real Holmes, and I know you're running around town carving up people for parts. It was a good rack you had going here, but you got sloppy with your kills, and now the Ripper's trail leads straight to your door. Yeah, let's just go with the first one. Let's do this professional. Holmes forces a sigh through the plaster grin on his face. We see so many delusions in this place, and still I can be surprised. I suppose I shouldn't be. After all, this is a place for broken things. It's only fitting that a broken mind should seek us out. Guards? Okay, guess we're gonna have to murder some people. Oh, we did get karma for that. Wait, why is he shooting at... Oh, I guess they got first initiative. Who got shot? Oh, our shaman. Wonderful. However, this motherfucker ran right up to us. Wait, why do we only have a 58... Oh, because we're using the stupid gun. Where's my hands? There we go. Time to throw some fucking hands. Where is it? Killing hands. There we go. Have you heard about Fist today, sir? We just one-shotted him. Okay, so Shannon only took 6 damage. That's fine. Oh, what's this? Guard key. Nice, nice. I suppose that means we should be moving through to the next room? Oh, yep, there's another guard there. Can we nail him with... Can't use our gun. Haste, slow, mana bolts. Oh, we do have more, elemental fetishes. But I don't think I really necessarily want to use that right now. Can we just zap? Yeah, let's just zap it. That's it? 4 damage? What am I paying you for? Okay, that gives me no cover. Okay, well, these are all trash. Okay. You can go here. And can we... Probably not. Is that your only gun? Ugh. Why do you suck like this? Well, we did a little bit of damage. We go here, and that's our long range. Get wrecked. That's fine. Sadly, Shadowrunners are sometimes just well-armed hobos. Yeah. Yeah, alright, well, time to get fisted. Dr. Holmes. The nearby intercom speaker crackles to life. The voice of Dr. Holmes begins to blare from it. Attention all personnel. We have a dangerous patient loose inside the facility. Subject is a female dwarf, but may be coordinating with other violent offenders. Use all necessary force. Alright, well, it's time to fist. Get wrecked, you little bastard. Alright. Oh, I have a feeling we're gonna need to fight whatever the fuck this is. And I think he's gonna come through the window. Well, there's no door on this side. That just opens into a room that goes into the cafeteria. So might as well start moving towards this door here. Oh, are we not gonna have to fight, Chonky Boy? Exit from the scene, no. I'm confused. What am I supposed to do here? Can I not Overwatch? No. Is nothing gonna happen? Are we supposed to leave the scene? I'm confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing here. No one's coming out. I guess I'll leave the scene? I was expecting more than one guard. I guess. So they're all supposed to, I guess, go through the door? Okay, that was not very well worded. It should have been something more like move to the next area or something, not leave the scene. Alright, halls of disrepair. As you venture deeper into the asylum, you see that the inside is every bit as bad as the outside. Gone is any attempt to uphold sanitary hospital aesthetics. With peeling paint, cracked floors, and exposed conduit, the pretense of mental care is shattered. In this modern era, Mercy Mental Hospital is a throwback to the barbaric asylums of old, prisons and torture chambers rather than places of healing. It's clear that Dr. Holmes is spending his money on something other than this facility. You continue on. Holmes can only run so far. New objective, find Holmes. Okay, who opened the cells? They'll kill us all. Oh, am I supposed to go and, just punch the guy? Why can't I go punch him? Oh, now the thing is... Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't let me go punch him. Well... I guess... Does she have any... No, that's her only weapon. Okay. Let's get you in here. Because you're not really a shooty person. You will get here. And continue with your shooting. And you... We'll put you here. Finish him off. Oh, is that good dude just attacking the friggin', prisoners? I think the oh, is the violent patient an enemy too? I guess. We're gonna go beat up the security first. I suppose we have to attack the violent patient. If we can hit them. Which I guess we can't. There we go. Sorry, guy. Didn't want to kill you, but game said I had to. Let's see now. I guess we go this way. The intercom begins speaking as soon as you approach. Holmes must be watching from somewhere. You don't understand, do you? This is a place for broken things. But only by further breaking them can they be remade. And so we must break you. Could you get more stereotypical villain? Alright, what do we got in here? Is that Holmes? Nope, that's just a violent patient. Alright, let's make our way. Oh, it's their turn again. Okay. Let's go here. And then... Oh, who's this? There's 2 violent patients in here. Alright, well... Ow. First of all, how dare you? Second, what gives you the right? Focus on this one. There we go. Punched him to death. Get wrecked, other violent patient. Now... let's move up here, see if that opens the view any. Chances of hitting this mental patient is not high. However, we can move here. Ah, there's more. And they're all hostile. I don't like how this bed is sparking. I don't think beds are supposed to spark. Okay. Make our way in. Alright. Time for shooty shooty bang bang. Reload. Go, and... Who's next? I guess either of these let's go with you. I feel kind of bad for these guys, but on the other hand, like they are listed as being violent. Okay, so I think that's everything in this room. We can't get into that, whatever that is. For the moment, at least. Okay, what do we got coming up here? Let's get behind some cover. Oh, is that Holmes? Nope, that's just an ex-surgeon. Let's get you over here. Shoot the ex-surgeon. We're gonna be an ex-ex-surgeon soon. Oh. Looks like it's time for more fisting. Let's get you... This is tricky, because I don't want to put her in too much danger. Let's shoot the ex-surgeon. You can deal with the patient. Good, patient's down. Let's deal with the ex-surgeon. Wow, your aim kinda sucks, dude. Do we have... Yes, we can do our hands again. Time to throw hands. Alright. That'll do, pig. That'll do. What do we got here? The surgical cart contains a gate key. Okay, there's something else there, too. Can we... Oh, no, we don't have enough range for it. I don't think there's any need for us to continue going there, so we might as well start heading our way back. Oh, we can go and check this out. Alright. Smell of rotting flesh is immense. The remains appear to be from multiple metahumans. Well, that seems not great. Let's not go in yet. Let's wait for the entire party to get back together. Wait, what? Why is this... Oh, there's an unlabeled trivia disc. Okay, cool. I was wondering why there was a second pop-up on that cart. Let's move you first. Good. Now we can... You know what? I'll have Morgana open the door. I don't know what's in this friggin' room. So let's move here first. From another intercom, Dr. Holmes continues. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing, but he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down, so I could put myself back together again. And I did, but only after I broke him. I could remake you as well. What wonderfully twisted thoughts must churn in a mind such as yours. But I'm more inclined to use you for parts. Okay. Thought I saw someone in this room here. So you know what, I'm gonna just move up here and hold position. Same with Squirrel Queen. And for you... let's see what happens if we go here. Yeah, there we go, that's what I fucking thought. Do I still have my hands on? I think I do. Let's go punch. Or maybe I don't. Either way, we have to mess up this crazed patient here. Oh, that's gonna take us 2 movement. Let's just move up here. Let's see if we can shoot him. Good. And now we will shoot you a whole bunch. Good. Crazy Bob is down. Anything in here worth noting? Nope. So I guess that means we have to go over here then. Because there is nothing else interactable. Alright, let's get everyone properly in position. That's fine if you're a little behind. Open door. Oh, that's more security. And then just doctor. I assume that's not Holmes, otherwise it would probably be labeled as such. Can I punch him from here? Yeah, but only once. Let's get you here. Can we shoot him? Not bad. Excuse me. Not enough ammo. Oh, we need to reload. Alright. Oh, cool. He's dead. What's this doctor motherfucker doing? Yeah, we're just gonna keep punching you in the kidneys until... Aw, we missed. How utterly disappointing. Yeah, wasn't really much point in, trying to get away from them. Now, what's this? Not enough AP, fine. Do you have enough AP? Yes. By all means come. You have proven yourself a truly fine specimen. I can think of 100 uses for one such as you. The Trivid player holds a collection of personal diaries. Some of the video files are missing. Oh, did we miss some? Did we miss 2, 4, and 5, and 7? I don't know. Got some cutout chips in last week. Tried them out on the patients with violent flashbacks, hoping it would at least mellow them out some. It was like night and day. Once the chip was installed, all of their psychotic break triggers were blocked. Miss Yuskin has gone 4 days without attacking the staff or herself. In today's interview, Miss Yuskin told me she hated her legs, said they were stumpy, unattractive. I haven't done a transplant in years, but I offered to give her new legs. Her face lit up like it was Christmas. At least her cutout can block out the surgery and painful recovery process. I put in an order to the organ grinders to send me anything leggy. Maybe I'll get some elf legs in and see how she likes them. I was walking to the organ grinders downtown, and there was some kind of event happening at Mega Media. They had a puppet there from Maria Mercurial's label with a Persona-Fix chip installed, making her an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some SimSense re-release of a Mercurial live show, but it gave me an idea. The cutouts, the body modifications, and my healthy supply of patience. I'm perfectly set up to be a Bunraku fixer. If I can find a supplier for Persona-Fix chips, I can sell full-service Bunraku, even program the behavior trees. Ooh, so Mr. Holmes was being shady. Found a buyer for the first Bunraku. A man in the Barrens offered me $20,000 for the female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big, he says. All that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I'll accommodate special orders. These morons' lives are already over anyway. The least they could do is line my pockets. Yeah, this is not great even for Shadowrun. Alright, well I think now... Yeah. Oh, we've actually got a whole bunch of karma that we can spend. We did want to invest in more spellcasting. Okay, so that does give us an extra slot, but I don't think we can slot anything quite yet. Okay. Was there anything else to do with this? Or no, there's just still the same things. Okay, so let's get everyone up to the door. Oh, they're actually leaving. Okay, yes. So we have to exit from the scene. Okay, the Emerald City Ripper. Before you is a medical lab turned torture chamber. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the body's fluids spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead. Any that aren't must wish they were. You've chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper, the elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. Now, is this the end of the game? Because I saw that it was quoted as being around 12 hours, but I imagine that was also without speaking everything aloud. So I can't imagine that this is the end. Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence, but this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. You are a persistent one, a fine specimen indeed. Okay. How much longer are you gonna hide, Doc? Hide? Nothing of the sort. I'm simply in observation, and what I have next in store should prove most illuminating. Peitzel, subdue them. Oh, Peitzel must be the troll with the, weird doctor hand. Surgeon, hired mage. Can't really see anything else. So, you know what? In the interest of not getting the shit kicked out of me immediately... What is this? Oh, there's Peitzel. Yeah, that's what I thought. That is the troll with the fucked up hand. Okay. Let's get some folks into cover. Yeah, let's go here. Oh! Oh, shit. Okay. Didn't think that he could just straight up hit 3 of us and nuke our AP. Let's not have that. And let's move our asses so that he can't do that again. Oh, wait, what? Oh, right, they only got 1 AP each. Shit, I wanted to move Domorgana so that they wouldn't be in proximity like that. Yeah, because then he's gonna do that again. Oh, shit. Armor stripped. I don't like that. Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, shit, and there's a guy here. I'd forgotten about that. So Dumorgana seems like she's not gonna do super well here. Let's get our hands on. And start punching the shit out of this guy. We do have one more bullet. Shit. Why does your aim suck? Yeah, I don't want her to be in proximity here. Meanwhile, we've got this friggin' surgeon right in our face. Let's deal with them. Good. Ow. Minus 2 AP? Oh, we got straight up knocked out there. Can't you do anything right, Pitzel? Okay. I think, now that the good doctor is here, and Peitzel for that matter, I think it's about time to summon Dave. Oh, it's a turkey this time. What's this? No, I don't want to banish them. Let's... fuck, okay, you know what? I think Stunbolt is a good idea. And then you... can... oh, we don't have enough to haste. Okay. So let's just Mana Bolt then. Good. Okay, now it's Demorgana's turn, who is between a bit of a rock and a hard place here. Let's keep trying to wipe out Peitzel here, because he is not great to deal with. There we go. Peitzel's down. Alright. Now, can we shoot the doctor? Yes, we can. Okay, that's fine. He attacked the spirit. This mage is being largely useless, so I'm totally okay with that. We are back up and ready to punch Dr. Holmes a whole bunch. Wait, seriously? You missed? This guy got a lot of health. Yeah, I'll take the 8% chance. Wait, seriously? On an 8% chance? Fucking hell. Alright, well, at least it's almost dead. Shit. Alright, you're gonna have to put it down then. Reload. Can you shoot... Can't really shoot him from here very well. That's better. Ha! Okay, well, wait, why do you have 3 attacks? Ow. Okay, this guy's getting on my nerves. First of all, it's us. We don't have our fisty stuff going on. However, we do have these. 10, 10... You know what? This is a big encounter. Let's heal up. Good. And then punch the doctor again. And then we're gonna oh, we don't have any ammo. Okay. Reload. Hey! That got him. Wait. Oh, he's just down on the floor here. Here, let's deal with this fucker. Yeah, dude's it down to 1 HP. There we go. Okay, so... I don't think there's anything else interactable in here yet. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast, but something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to this mortal coil for a few moments more. This is a place of broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake her. He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards a workbench across the way. She was playing both of us. Ooh, +1 action point! Awesome! Then, with a final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. Okay, now we have to figure out his motives. Interesting. I want to do some looking around here before we go over to the big yellow thing. Is there nothing in here? Oh, actually, can I heal De Morgana? No, I don't think I can. No, I can't heal outside of combat, I guess. Why does this door keep flickering as if it's potentially interactable? Weird. Can we actually go in here? No, that's not an enterable room. Alright, what's on the table? Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between coroner's slab and medieval torture device. It's decorated in the many colors of death, and littered with the instruments of that trade. To one side, there's a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a pocksack, its small screen still glowing. Beneath the bench is a rolled sheaf of papers held closed with a tied length of surgical tubing. Okay, the bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At this table, Holmes likely dismembered bodies, or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggests it has been used relatively recently. Leafing through the pages of the journal, you find few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of a disinterment order from a local cemetery, with the grave's occupant marked as Melinda Watts. Oh, that's Sam's mom. What the fuck were you doing? Holmes is still logged in, granting you access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a donor program. It lists the organs beside the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watt's name beside the entry for liver. Also on the list are the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared in the same fate. There is also a large sum of Nuyen which can easily be transferred to your account. Oh yeah, $4,500, let's go. Unfurling the large sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of the human female form, rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprint for making Holmes' very own monster. Ah, now we can go in. But before we do that, we have karma points. Let's invest in... You know what? Let's go for... We took some big hits there. Let's go for some more body. And then I don't think there's anything I can use that last couple for that I actually want to spend it on. What's going on here? With the weird gimps. Oh, Benraku's, okay. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there. Did you come to play? No thanks, I just want to know what's going on. Forget him. I'll tell you anything you want. I'll do anything you want. I'll be your little playmate by her name. She's assembled in a standard config. Face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You'd need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. Yeah, so it would seem. The puppet stares blankly at you. Alright, yeah, that's messed up. Alright, well, you guys keep up the good work, I guess. Some cells that don't have actual doors on them. Kind of makes you wonder how they get people in without any actual doors. BTLs do come in persona chips after all, yeah? As you approach the exit, you realize that Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she's half-turned, looking pensively towards the horror show of Holmes' lab. Finally feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow they cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together. But now here, our paths must divide. Right, you saw what I saw. This isn't over yet. No, it won't be over for some time to come. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above, and the young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There is still more work to be done for both of us, but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest. But there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you. A different path. You must finish what you have begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. I suppose I can respect that. You realize most of the poor bastards in this place won't appreciate your effort. There's no way I can change your mind. Alright, there's no way I can change your mind? I'm afraid not, but thank you. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice. And justice of the only sort such a man as Holmes deserved. Death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we faced here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become like those we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. And what about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter that room back there, they will have no thoughts other than the thoughts of premonition. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten. Oh, thoughts of promotion. Okay, that's what it was. I was thinking a little weird there. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with all the other victims. But so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seems capable of making it true. Good luck to you, Squirrel Queen. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found for my brother. I appreciate that, and good luck to you. Alright, we're about to transition, yes. Loose ends. The ride back to the Seamstresses Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star squad cars pass you on the road, sirens blaring, no doubt in response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes, the Emerald City Ripper, the man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother, Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There are loose ends aching to be tied. The taxi turns onto Redmond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks, until the Seamstresses Union, in all of its decadent, seedy glory, materializes between swipes of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. Okay, the Union is quiet this afternoon. The salarymen and wage slaves haven't migrated from nearby offices in suburbs to dabble in the exotic yet. We only got 2 points, so nothing much to do. Let's see. Okay, so there's nothing really here that are of interest right now. Clean, what's up? Johnny Clean is talking with Cherry Bomb and Mrs. Kubota when you walk up. We were just talking about you, Squirrel Queen. And the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us where you were going, oh my. We have been waiting for you to return. Oh, we can use our Shadowrunner etiquette for the first time this game. I thought you knew better than that, Johnny. Johnny frowns and nods. You're right, I should have kept my mouth shut. I should know better. It's just that we have a personal stake in the Ripper murders. We each have our reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings as well. The randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next or what the killer might take from them. I admit that the killings have hampered business as well. I'm sorry, but it's true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Omai, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? Not exactly. I got the bastard who wielded the scalpel, but whoever's pulling the strings is still out there. Someone's pulling the strings of a serial killer? This sounds more complicated than I suspected. Let's see, it is. The head of the asylum was killing specific people to harvest specific body parts. All of the transplanted organs came from the same donor, Melinda Watts, Sam's mother. It looked like he was putting her back together. Oh, that's weird. Oh yeah, the whole thing was a Frankenstein job. The Ripper was harvesting body parts to reassemble Sam's mother, Melinda. All the victims had transplanted organs, her organs, and the Ripper was taking them back. Yeah, okay, Okay, I hadn't quite put those pieces together. The three are silent as the news sinks in. So, Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother? And then the Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother? Grisly, isn't it? I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I'm told that there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. I wonder if this is the sisters doing. That would be interesting. Let's see, his sister invited me to the funeral, and... Oh, right, because she joined the cult! She joined the weirdo cult from before. So it's probably her. Okay, let's see. His sister invited me to the funeral and the reinterment when I met her here. Right, reinterment center, interesting. Sounds like she'll be buried with all her missing body parts. Okay, let's go for the first one. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with this? Hang on. I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was as corp as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It is clear that you must go to the funeral and talk with Jessica Watts, Squirrel Queen. I will, and I'm going to get some answers. I'm sure you will. Mrs. Kubota raises her hand and the conversation stops. Wait, before you go, there is one thing you did not tell us, Squirrel Queen. Where is the Emerald City Ripper now? I don't know. I'm torn between, well, he isn't in heaven and decomposing. I kind of like decomposing. That's very very classy, very sharp. However, we do have an ad break now, so the answer will have to wait for 3 minutes. I'll see you in a little while. Okay, welcome back. Let's continue. Okay, so what are we going to tell her about how we killed the Ripper? Yeah, let's just go simple and clean. Decomposing. She nods in satisfaction. Hi, that's good. Okay. No more, karma points for that. However... Oh, does Van Greasy want anything? Oh, here we go. I'm enjoying my drink here. What is it? How much does Super Brawl Championship ring go for on the street? Depends on the year. Let me take a look. He angles his cyber optics toward the ring and ponders a moment. The inset gems alone are worth 800 nuyen or so, but a collector would probably pay more for that year's ring. You want me to get rid of it? 1200 nuyen. Yeah, I'll take the money. It's done. I'll transfer the money. Cool. We got 1200 for it. Now, who's hanging around? What's up, Clue? Welcome back, Squirrel Queen. Good to be back. What's the latest news? I feel like I should be asking you. Word around here is that you were closing in on the Ripper when you last left. Dare I ask how that went? He won't be a problem anymore. I hope that means what I think it means. And yet your shoulders are no more relaxed, and you still survey the room like a woman who is yet to return from war. This isn't over, is it? The Ripper may have been killing on someone else's orders. The big guy sighs. I was hoping this would soon be all behind us. The Barons has a short memory, but for wounds such as these, it makes an exception. To see this prolonged, I fear for how it may forever change the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake, and that only serves to destabilize what semblance of order there was, paving the way for the megacorps to make land grabs and push poor Sinless further to the fringes, where the dangers are greatest. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. Good thing the Union's got you, then. Good thing we've got each other. Take care, Squirrel King. Alright, let's head down, see if there's any new gear we can get, and we can also buy something new from, what's his face? The magic guy? Oh, I do want to speak to Eric again, though. Anything new better? No. Alright, Allie. I need some magic. How are things in the Astral? Always a curious place, the Astral. Through a mirror world to our own, it is ever-changing. I suppose the same can be said of our reality, but things of a transitory nature here, on the physical plane, can cause long-lasting changes in the Astral. The Barons that we can see and touch records the past with bloodstains on the sidewalk and bullet holes in storefront walls. But the Astral goes further, recording the emotions that accompanied these acts of violence. These events texture astral space. And just how is the Astral textured these days? There is a great deal of fear and distrust. In some places, it is strong enough to impact the working of magic. But enough of my doomsaying. You must have better things to do. Okay. What to do, what to do. So many interesting choices. I don't want Stride. Magic Resistance 2 would be nice, but It's not incredibly practical right now. Same for all of these buffs, really. I think in the meantime it would be good to get a, another spell of some kind. I think Lightning Bolt is probably a good choice. Or I could go with... No, Stun Bolt uses 2. Now, I'm confused why Stun Bolt is considered better than Lightning Bolt. Like, it does have a shorter cooldown, but it costs more AP and doesn't do any damage. Ooh, I could get Lightning Bolt too. Can I get Lightning Bolt 3? No. Yeah, let's just pick up Lightning Bolt 2. Nice. Now we have some proper ranged nonsense. Good for when we're doing the run-up. Oh yeah, we did use one of our heal kits, so I guess we'll take one more. Before we head off on our way. Actually, was there anything that Sarah could do for me? I am tempted to buy some better healing packs. Yeah, I'll take all your advanced kits. Yeah, let's put the advanced kits in. That's better. Actually, I'm curious how many patients you've lost over the years. Dr. Castle sets down her work and fixes you with a hard look. Her expression normally falls on an axis of varying degrees of indifference, depending on her level of tiredness, but now it has shifted over to something decidedly darker. Is this morbid curiosity? I call it professional curiosity. Then I suppose I should be equally professional and answer without judging you for asking, and I should not let it bias me the next time you fall under my knife. To give you a hard number is difficult. There are many who I would have considered patients that never made it home, and so I suppose one could say they died while under my care, though not as a result of it. But the number I think you want is the number of patients who died on my table, and that number is 6. 6 who I was unable to save, spread across a 13-year career. And I remember each and every one, down to the smallest detail, including the moment where I realized I could do nothing more for them. I would argue that 4 of those 6 were beyond helping from the moment they passed through my door. The 5th died as a result of complications while installing a stolen piece of experimental cyberware, which I had cautioned against using. And the 6th? Entirely my fault. I made a mistake. I can't claim I was overtired or inexperienced or distracted. I simply made the wrong decision, and a young man died as a result. We all make mistakes, and hopefully we learn from them. She picks up her tablet and resumes her work. Yes, well, will there be anything else? No. She seems like a pretty good doctor, all things considered. Alright, time to go to a funeral. Yep, let's go. Now, it didn't let us take any more people, so I don't think this is going to be a combat encounter, but you never know. Family debts. The sun has nearly set when you reach Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament. Its cemetery, dilapidated and overgrown, sits atop a small hill on the outskirts of the city, a somber enclave of the dead overlooking the sprawl of the living. The Seattle rain continues unabated, and the lightning appears over the mountains, exposing the landscape in staccato pulses of stark flashes. You walk the gravel path to the gates of the cemetery. Up ahead, you see Coyote and Jake standing by the gravesite alongside Jessica Watts and another mourner, a beautiful elven woman in a six-figure outfit. Whatever Dr. Holmes was up to at Mercy Mental Hospital, the answers lie here, with the reinterred body of Melinda Watts, the recently deceased body of Sam Watts, and with those attending them at this ceremony. Oh, we are, specking out. Okay. But it's just us. I guess that's why they gave us a third action point. I'm glad I picked up Lightning Bolt. I don't know why there are some things that have these green sparks on them. I don't know what that means. Let's scope out the, cemetery here. Alright, what's this? Oh, we found an elemental fetish. Yeah, let's say send it to stash. A shaman spirit point. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else interesting in this graveyard before we go initiating events. Like, the items can summon a spirit anywhere, but most combat zones have places where you can summon a spirit specific to an area. Oh, interesting, okay. Oh, some trash. Ah, so I guess it makes sense why there are so many here in the graveyard. Can I not get through here? Guess not. Oh, what's this? Combat stim. I'll take it. I'm not going to use it, but I can still sell it. Okay, can't walk through there. I did see another prompt over here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Ooh, a grenade. I don't think it's appropriate to leave a grenade at someone's gravesite, so we're going to take that. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything. So, okay, so Jessica's the only person we can talk to. The mourners stand graveside, listening to the Catholic priest's words of prayer and solace. Jessica's face is filled with relief as the last of her family is laid to rest. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, Lord, receive the souls of Sam and Melinda Watts, mother and son, to live forever by your side. Amen. Thank you, Father. I know that my mother rests easier now that she's finally in the parish cemetery. I'm sorry for the recent loss of your brother, but I'm glad that reinterring your mother's body here has brought you comfort. She loved this parish so. She opens her hands to the elf standing across from her. Thank you for coming, Lynn. Your support has meant the world to me. Now I can live again, with my new family. This woman is a classic elven beauty. Confident, poised, expensively dressed. Of course, I am glad this ancient ritual brings you some measure of solace. I hope you'll be able to put all of this behind you now. Jessica speaks to the rest of you. Thank you all for coming. I didn't realize Sam had so many friends. I appreciate your support and your friendship with Sam. I saw him out the night he died. Only fitting I see him out today. Sam may have had his problems, but he was our friend, part of the Union family. I don't know what via con Dios means. See you later, maybe? We're gonna go with that one. Miss Watts, family members, and friends, thank you for attending the service. I suggest we don't linger long. The cemetery isn't safe after dark. Thank you, Father. We'll just be a moment. Actually, if you could stay, I have a few things I'd like to discuss. She eyes you suspiciously and glances over at her elven companion. I suppose, but let's not keep Father O'Malley. I understand. Good night and God bless. The priest clasps his Bible to his chest and then moves at a brisk pace toward the neighboring church. Oh, are we moving into combat positions? Father O'Malley leaves, granting you an opportunity to speak with Jessica, but it's hardly a private conversation, as the elf, Lynn, has chosen to stay and support her friend. As it so happens, Jake and Coyote have also lingered, lending you support too. Alright, what would you like to talk about, Squirrel Queen? Let's start with your mother. Did you know she was an organ donor? Jessica's demeanor turns oddly cool and stony in response to such a simple question. I'm afraid you're mistaken. Then can you explain how her body parts made their way into half a dozen recipients? You don't know what you're talking about. I know Sam helped your mother save lives through that donation. Her jaw clenches. She wasn't a donor, she was a victim of my brother's greed. He took from her, desecrating her body, all to benefit himself. She never would have agreed to such a thing. Not even to save the lives of others? Lives like Sam's? Cracks are starting to appear on Jessica's carefully crafted mask. Sam destroyed his own liver pursuing oblivion. That was his choice. Your mother's gift meant a second chance for Sam. It was not a gift, it was stolen, and I wasn't about to let him destroy what little remained of her with his vulgar appetites. Okay, there it is. There's the confession. Time to murder. And so you hired Holmes to get it back. Jessica's eyes burn with righteous anger. Gone are any attempts to hide her guilt. Dr. Holmes made my mother whole again. He made it possible for me to place her to rest and say goodbye. He killed Sam and a half-dozen other people whose lives had been saved by your mother. She snaps. Those people were scavengers, ghouls. They deserved to die for desecrating my mother's body. And poor Sam, it was his drinking and debauchery that drove my mother to the grave, as sure as if he had murdered her himself. My mother deserved honor and dignity. I gave her that today. She's finally whole again with a proper Catholic burial. Those ghouls who stole her organs, including Sam, have paid the price for their sins. The beautiful elf breaks in, the essence of calm. Jessica, that's enough. We have business to attend to. My old family is dead and buried where they should be. They can't taint my new family now. They can't corrupt my children. I won't go through that again. Jessica, we need to go, now. She presses a button on her comlink. She seethes at you. What happens now is on your head. If you had just walked away when I told you to, McCluskey would have eventually found Holmes, collected his lieutenant's badge, and closed the case. But you had to keep digging. Now you and your friends have to die. Let their blood be on your hands. Oh, so she's initiating. Okay. I'm down to rumble. Kind of wish Paco was here. Ma'am, we received your code red. Only 3? No problem. Okay, so I guess after this we track her and her little elf friend down and fill them with holes. Alright, let's see. So we got a merc and a hired gun. I don't know which one has more health. Let's just punch the merc. Oh, right, I get 3 action points now. Okay, can you actually hit them from here? Not likely. Yeah, let's just, shimmy over here and see what we can do. Oh, that's a short range. What do we got here? Really? That's it? You got a shotgun? That's the only... You brought a... Well, first of all, you brought a shotgun to a friggin' funeral? Well, at least they missed us, as well as her. Oh, we got more shots. Okay. Let's aim for this one, so that it doesn't hit us. Alright, well, missed that one, too. Alright, Coyote, what do you have? Or not Coyote, Jake. That's his name, Jake. We haven't seen him since the beginning of the game. Alright, Jake. Let's see if we can put some holes in this merc. There we go. Wait, really? There's only 2 of them? Oh, no, here we go. There's a 3rd hired gun there. Okay. I see you there, you punk. Are there more behind us? No? Just 3, okay. Why is he running around the other side? Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, so there are 4. First things first. Let's get fisty. And start punching. Wait, 8? That's more like it. Let's get a little bit closer. Get a little bit closer. Shoot you in the face. Seriously? You missed him from like 5 feet away? For fuck's sake, Coyote. Can we actually nail him? Oh, we did. Cool. Oh, more bozos. Thank you for coming in punch distance. You're my favorite guy now, hired gun. Okay, well I can't reach that far. Can I... Zappy boy? No. Can't zappy the boy. And I can't zappy that boy either. Alright, so it's movement then. Now, Coyote. Let's get your butt over here so that you can... Team B move in. There's a Team B now. Oh, that's a lot of Team B. 3, 4, 5... Okay, so we've got 6 people to deal with. Alright, so this isn't just 2 mooks. We need to find out where Sam's sister might have gone. Maybe one of these guys can tell us, with a little encouragement. Okay, we need to get you into a position where you can actually shoot them. I don't know why that chunky boy's going over there. Stop shooting Coyote. You know, I'm gonna leave him to Jake. Meanwhile, we can go and, you know, we have a higher chance of hitting this one. Let's punch this guy. Very nice. Oh yeah! Killed him in one round. Now, 93% chance. You're directly in front of us, so I'd fucking hope so. Get shotgun. Can we nail this guy? Maybe? Yeah, we did. Cool. Now, Jake. Start with this one. Good. Now, we can't quite get to that one. Fuck, seriously? You hear scratching coming from a crypt. Well, that seems bad. What the hell is this guy doing? I'm very confused. Oh! Ow. Don't like grenades. Let's start by healing. Now, I guess let's go punch the shit out of this guy. Since he was so kind as to, swing around the back and try to jump us. Coyote's out of ammo, so let's reload. Now... I really wish there was, like, an initiative tracker so that we could actually see where... or how many bad guys we're dealing with here. That would require 2 action points to get there. Let's go here. I think we can probably shoot from there. Yeah! Okay. Can we... No, we can't get a good beat on him from there. So let's get Jake... We don't want to get grenaded again, because that sucked. Get him again? Not as much as I was hoping. Oh hell, ghouls. Looks like we woke up the neighbors. We've got ghouls incoming. Hey, Squirrel Queen, maybe we can use this to our advantage. Okay. Let's try not to get eaten. Ow! Okay, well, there's no enemies there. Ooh, I can punch the shit out of this guy. I love having 3 AP. Good, he's dead. We do have some ghouls here that we still need to deal with, though. Okay, now does he have healing stuff? Yes, he does. He's got a kit. Where's his health at? 37. Okay, so he is down more than 20. With that being the case, let's use the advanced medkit. Poor, poor ghouls. Eh. They're dead. They had their time. Okay. So he's healed. Now, I don't really have a good bead on this ghoul, but I also don't want to get into being the closest unit to it, the ghoul. Let's go here. Well, at least we landed a hit. What? Why? Why did you run all the way over to her? And what the hell did they do to me? Why does it seem like we have all this friggin' aggro? Okay, so what the hell did they do to me? I don't know what that status effect is. They aren't actually dead, just sick. Then why were they inside the graves? I guess I don't have anything that cures whatever the hell was done to me. With that in mind, I guess we can use... I guess we can use our just punching. Yeah, this fucker, is the one who did stupid things. Alright, let's get you into, shotgun range. Seriously? You're virtually point blank. Alright, and Jake's here. Seriously? Only a 54% chance of hitting? That's friggin' rough. Okay, let's focus on this one then. Because we've got better odds of hitting. Seriously? Alright, well... You hear something scratching from the crypt. Oh great, more ghouls. Oh, infection minus 5 per round. Okay. Alright, well, I don't like that. Where are we at health-wise? I wish there was an easy way of seeing that without having to pull this up each time. We're at 43. Okay, so we're not doing too bad right now. Oh, I can do my magic hands again. So, HMHVV, which is a big acronym, does a lot of things depending on which strain someone gets infected with, but by and large it gives its victims an allergy to sunlight and a physical need to eat metahuman flesh. Oh, that's not great for anyone. Let's shoot the merc. He's being a dick. Alright, Jake. Can you get rid of this guy for me? Good. Oh, but he reloaded automatically. That's cool. Oh, I was hoping that hovering would tell me what the down arrow thing is, but... looks like there's no more baddies over this way, so I guess... let's make our way. I don't see any more baddies, and I don't want to get too far ahead. So I'm just gonna back up here. There we go. Alright, so we got 2. That one's got a lot of movement. 3 more. Okay, well... I could run in there, but that would be stupid. So instead, I'm gonna run up here. What would that heal do? Only 6. It's not great. I think I'm just gonna lightning bolt. Oh, I don't have much chance of hitting. Okay. So, alright, you know what? I will heal. It's not much, but... let's reload. And make our way over here. Oh, we actually might have a chance to hit this ghoul. Let's try it. Oh, nice! We get spread damage. Alright, not a lot of chance to hit, but I don't want to spend my AP going over to them. Let's see, the ghoul variant also has a tendency to make metahumans almost non-sapient. It's one of the nastier ones, but a good few stay sane. But they still have to eat people. Vampires technically are infected with this virus, just a different strain. Okay. Alright, not a killing shot, but... Damn it. I was really hoping that they wouldn't have enough AP to actually make a hit from this distance. Oh, but thank you for coming right up next to me! Time for you to get wrecked. Wait, what? How'd you miss on a 97%? That's unacceptable. Alright, well you can go here. And we'll fire at you and hopefully hit this one. What? Why are you not hitting this one too? Fine, we'll shoot this one. Really? You're directly adjacent to them and you didn't hit them. Alright, well... I want this one dead. Oh, but this one's got an 84%. Let's shoot this one. Alright, not great, but... I'm glad I invested more in dodge. Why are they all focusing on me? There are literally 2 other people here. Fine. You all want to die? That's 2 of them down. And 3 of them down. New objective, interrogate the leader. Okay, so can I heal? I guess I can't do that outside of combat. What about this? Can I use this? Oh, here we go, yes. Alright, that brings me pretty close to full, I think. Yeah, we're down by 10. That's fine. Now, Coyote is also down by 10. Do they have any gear on them? Yeah, they've got a basic medkit. Okay. Let's talk to this asshole. You listen as the sounds of gunfire and spellbursts fade away and the silence of the dead returns to the cemetery. The man is beyond healing. As you look down at him, you notice the quality of his suit and shoes. This isn't a runner, and he's not from the street. Jessica Watts. She hired you. Where can I find her? You get nothing. He convulses and dies. We don't know each other too well, but it seems to me that you need to find a better group of people to associate with. You're not the first person to tell me that. Yeah, well, it's part of living in the shadows. Do the research, chummer. That woman Lynn seems familiar. Yep, she's a major spokesperson for the Universal Brotherhood. Yep, the cult. There we go. Her name is Lynn Telestrian. She's super rich. Jake grabs the dead man by the throat. At first it looks like he's trying to kill him again, but then you notice he's feeling for something under the skin. Yep, he's got a Corp ID chip. You watch as Jake pulls out his modified PDA and slots the chip. Mr. Wiley here was with Eagle Security. They work for the UB. That must have been Lynn Telestrian's security detail we just chewed through. If she's protecting Jessica, they'll be inside the Universal Brotherhood. If you're going to hit the Universal Brotherhood, I'm coming too. That psycho just admitted she had my friend Sam and a lot of innocent people killed so she could put her dead mother back together. That is totally slagged up. Plus, she and her elf buddy Lynn just tried to geek me. They're gonna hurt for that. Suit yourself, lady. I was only stopping by to pay my respects to Sam. Merc Hit Squad, the Universal Brotherhood, not my scene at the moment. I can call up some of Delilah's runners if you want to go there now. Let me know what you decide. Oh, and we got a whole pile of karma here. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to spend this on? Reducing the chance to be hit seems like it could be good. But increasing our unarmed as well could be handy. But we don't get another unarmed ability for ages. I don't really need any more spell casting right now. Like, there are the chi abilities, but it's not super worth it. Is there any skill... oh, yes, so willpower reduces the chance of being hit by enemy magic. That is tempting, but we don't deal with a ton of magic compared to physical shit. So I'm thinking... Yeah, you know what? Let's go in with quickness and dodge. Make us harder to hit. A very good thing when we're going to be in melee. Okay. The Brotherhood probably retains mercs like the ones that just attacked us for the security detail. You're gonna need a full team if you're heading to their chapter house. I can arrange for some of Delilah's runners to meet you there if you want to go now. Yeah, I'm heading to the Brotherhood. Call the runners. Alright, so Coyote's in. I have a feeling that this is the big one. I don't want adepts. Why are they more expensive now? Like, they weren't this expensive before. Let's check the Nephilim network. Yeah. Burned out mage. Let's see, we've got a brute, a combat adept, combat decker, combat rigger. Combat decker seems handy. What's he got? 4 and 4? It's okay, I guess. What is, what's her face have? My usual, decker. DeMorgan. Oh, DeMorgana is actually just straight up better than the friggin' Nephilim Networks guy. Now, he is a combat decker. But... Oh, she's just actually straight up better in all ways. Except for armor. Wild. Cyborg warrior. Or cyborg warrior. He's not bad, but he's expensive. Troll tech mage, tech master, techno shaman, urban shaman, weapon master? That seems handy, I suppose. He doesn't bring much shit with him, though. You know what? I'm gonna stick with my standbys. Decker, De Morgana, and where was our... Here we go, Hidden Fancy. Alright. Let's roll. Oh, my shit. Good, I should replace that, medkit I used. Okay. Towards Brotherhood. It takes nearly an hour for the taxi to make its way from the squalor of the Redmond Barrens across the bridge to the Seattle waterfront and the Universal Brotherhood. The building is a pre-crash brick job with a fancy new facade that sports neon highlights and an enormous set of glass double doors. Through the windows, you can see activity within smiling, happy disciples shuffling along in beige pajamas and slippers. A greeter stands outside the front door, gently attempting to entice the misbegotten and the curious to enter and take their first baby steps towards the Brotherhood. Pike Place Market is usually empty by now, but you step out of the cab to the sounds of an excited crowd. Now, I am wondering how close this is to the end. You know what? Just give me 1 second here. Because if this is like the last chapter, then I'll just do it now. But if there's still a bunch to go, then we'll hold off for after Desert Bus. Give me a second here. Let's see. So the one we're currently on is Towards Brotherhood. Oh no, we're just starting Act 2. Okay, so we've still got a ways to go. Alright, so I think then, in that case, why is it prompting us to do this again? That's fine. Come on. Alright. So, save there. And I think we're going to call it there for the night. Oh, this is fun. I'm really getting into this. It would be nice if there were a little more context clues on information, everything about everything, like you've been providing, Plum. Because I've been playing Rogue Trader with another friend of mine, Arctic Android, and I like how in that game there are the little highlighted words on everything, where if you just like hover your mouse over it, it'll tell you like what the thing is in the in-world with like a bit of context. While I'm not a big fan of the Warhammer universe, I am the way that that game implements its things is I do appreciate that. But yeah, no, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to see where things go from here. So tomorrow we are going to be playing Shroom and Gloom, which is an interesting little roguelike game. Yeah, this is very much so both their first game and made only with fans in mind. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, so tomorrow we're going to be playing the roguelike deck builder Shroom and Gloom, which looks like a lot of fun, has a really cool art style, and seems neat. They've been doing some big updates the past couple of weeks, so I can finally play it because they added an accessibility function to remove chromatic aberration. So I can actually play it now, and I'm very excited about that. They did not think the unenlightened would play. Well, here we are. Yeah, then Thursday, we are going to be hopefully finishing Volcano Princess. I'm really hoping to get that done before Desert Bus starts on Friday. Yeah, and then Friday there will be no stream because Desert Bus starts. So I'm going to be watching that for a week. I've taken the week off of work so that I can hang out and watch Desert Bus. I highly recommend you guys check it out as well because it's always a lot of fun. You can, again, find more information at their website, desertbus.org. But yeah, so that's always a lot of fun, and it's something I look forward to every year. And it's for a great cause. With all of that said, thank you everyone for coming. I always appreciate you guys being here. It's always nice to have people to chat with, and just to know that you guys are interested in what I'm doing. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow for Shroom and Gloom, and I hope that you guys all have a very good night. Thank you again for coming, and see you guys tomorrow.